Alright guys, I am live. Okay, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here today, so we will see. Kind of not feeling too good right now. I'm live. Okay, sorry, that was me clicking on my show. Okay, 1 second, you guys. Let me put the chat up. Hi, Manuel. Thank you for joining. Hold on, you guys. Let me put the chat up real quick. Okay, 1 second. Good evening. Thank you for joining, Michael. Thank you, Jay. What's up? So, as I was saying, sorry, my mom was bringing me the cake. Not feeling too well today. But anyway, so yeah, that was a crazy show. I was at work the whole time watching Morontz and was like, oh, wait a minute, this guy was the one that was in my channel. Remember, I thought it was Morontz like a couple days ago. But that was crazy, huh? I know, sir. Thank you. Nice stream. Let's go. Hi, Lionel. Thank you. All right, the crews are here. What am I supposed to be talking about? Should we not just should we just jump to the show, or should I wait a little bit? I don't know. Should we stop talking about shit company? You guys, come on. Our shit call. How are we feeling? Sorry, let me eat some cake for energy. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about, I know Bitcoin, of course, it does what it does. But let's talk about the price action today. Of course, it was down like 8% on no news whatsoever. Okay. And then at the same time, this guy come on to Morontz show, spitting out his like 2 hours, like every. I was at work and I was like trying to work at the same time, and it was so hard to not listening while I was doing my work and all that stuff. But yeah, for those of you who watched the whole thing, I bet you probably very happy birthday. Oh, it's not my birthday. Is it your birthday? GMA morning. Go AMC. Is Ethereum the real deal? I don't know. Is Ethereum the real deal? I don't know at this point in time. Of course, like, Ethereum and Bitcoin has the green light from the SEC, at least just for the moment in time, right? So as far as like which one is the real deal, I think it has, both of them has different use case. So both of them has value in my opinion. But I would say until the regulation or regulator being more clear about what is allowed, what is not allowed, how to regulate all of this, it's hard to say which one is going to be the real deal. I think for me, Ethereum obviously is a good, I guess a platform kind of thing. You could use Ethereum to build into any DEX or whatever, and kind of use it as a layer one. But as far as like any other function, there's so many new cryptos out there that are, more functional, or if you want the speed, you go with, a certain crypto. But again, like the newer ones, you could say that it's not as secure. Perhaps there's no test. It hasn't withstand the test of time as far as like Bitcoin and all that stuff. Ethereum's kind of Ethereum, XRP are kind of like a lot older generation, right? Of course, like people, usually trusted Bitcoin more because it's been around longer, and it's a proof of work still. It's still an original kind of like formula, so to speak, right? With Ethereum, it's been kind of like copied, forked. This actually is the second forked. This is the forked one and not the other one. The classic is the proof of work that hasn't been changed. So if you kind of do some research on that, and so that's a cause of concern because you could, technically, it's immutable, so to speak. It's mutable. Sorry, it's not immutable. Meaning that you could correct the code and all that stuff. So that's just my opinion, obviously, and you have to research your own. Do your own research on the chain in which you want to put your money in. But as far as right now, I wouldn't recommend people who hadn't got in to get into crypto, because of the regulation and all that stuff. So, and I think GameStop has done the right thing by kind of put on pause or not discontinuing the NFT because of that. Yeah, it's just protection from legal implication later on in life, right? But that's neither here nor there. Alright, March 19 needs to get here quick. I know, not quick enough, right? But people are up in arms about how but anyway, I'm sure all of you guys were watching Morontz and all that stuff. Hi Shane. Is it Shane or Sean? Am I saying your name wrong? Hello Bimore, purchase more shares today at a deep discount. Yes. Figured birthday cake. Okay. No, it's not. My mom just liked to bake cake, so it's actually like a year ago already. The cake that we have, the cake mixed. So I was like, oh, let's just bake it and see. It's actually pretty good though. So thank you. No, it's not my birthday. Oh, it's Sean, pronounced Sean. Okay, thank you, Sean. Appreciate you. But yeah, it was like there's no news whatsoever. Is it because you think I feel like because they're trying to mimic AMC again, huh? Up to the old trick, so to speak. So today, AMC dumped pretty low. I haven't taken a look at the coin. So how's the coin doing? Maybe that's the the rug pull, so to speak. Okay. Oh, of course. The coin went up. Okay, in 24 hours, the coin went up 56%. While the actual company that has infinitely, I feel, in my opinion, infinitely more valuable than the coin went down 8%. Wow. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, you guys? I feel like, as predicted, they're gonna pump this up until earnings, and then they're gonna rug pull it. So just expect the discount to continue, and count it as a blessing, because it's unstoppable at this point, right? Now the line that I'm looking for is like $12. So if we break through that, of course, we're gonna have to take a look at around $10, right? But hey, this is, again, the price movement makes no sense whatsoever. There's nothing new about this company, but it's like from last earning to now, there's nothing changed whatsoever. My thought too, I think they're gonna try to see how much they could get away with the pumping the actual coin here, or the coin, and then they're gonna run the story how, even though we're gonna be profitable, I feel like they're gonna run the story of, oh, GameStop closed 500 stores and fulfillment centers and all that stuff, to kind of mask the earnings report too. And honestly too, I think the estimate, the Wall Street estimate, is overinflated. That's just my opinion, obviously. And I think now I have high hopes that we're gonna beat that earnings, but I think the reason why they put that high of an expectation is that they don't want us to beat the expectation, though. Even though we're gonna turn positive, I don't think we're gonna beat that expectation. Or it's very hard for us to beat that expectation. But I don't know. Again, it's just me speculating on what they're gonna do next in terms of like the news cycle and all that stuff. So just be in the watch, just be in the lookout for those type of tactic. I keep saying Morontz, because that guy actually was in my stream a couple days ago. Morontz live stream Discord was crazy today. Yeah, of course. Better for us, $10 shares sounds good. Skip the coin by the, of course, I'm just showing the coins so that people who are into the coin hopefully realize that, hey, there's no value to that. But I think they're gonna use that coin to pump up until earnings, and rug pull when the earnings was good or bad or whatever. They try to do their best to kind of bring that negative sentiment again. So just be prepared for anything. Honestly, I feel like being in this play for a long time, it's kind of numb to all of that already, and kind of learn to kind of look for what's their next step, to try to beat this company down. But we all know that it's valuable. So I'm preaching to the choir here, so there's no opposition. Kind of boring if that's in that way. But that live stream was, very entertaining. My favorite part is when the guy was like whenever Morontz was saying about, how about the fundamental, what do you not like about the company, and then he switched to the price point. Look at the price. Because these guys know that it's all psychological, right? And they want you to feel so depressed about the price action that he doesn't realize that it's actually, do the opposite for people who knows the value of this company. And, it's like inadvertently he was telling people to be like, hey, if the fundamental is, good, then the price come down, that's the opportunity, right? And so, and the fact that he thinks that we're all dumb, stupid. And of course, like in my live stream too, people are coming in here calling me that I'm dumb, right? Calling GME investor dumb for whatever reason, without knowing what we've been through, all of those information that we've been consuming from Rantz had been helpful in knowing what the market is like, and in informing me to be a better thinker, a better, at the very least, okay, let's take in the information and kind of think for myself here. So yeah, it's ridiculous. It's also disgusting. That's disgustingly ridiculous. I know. But yeah, I mean, like the price point for today, I think they're trying to mimic AMC, in my opinion, and also the negative sentiment and all that stuff too. The point. I still have Morontz over here, but it's like the point that was kind of interesting to me. I don't know if all of you caught it. It's like he was saying that he was working as a loss prevention. Loss prevention for who? And I'm thinking, it's like, okay, so you're loss prevention and you're coming to Morontz stream for 2 hours to try to prevent loss for who, right? Now that could be a play on word, or he's just playing with Morontz over here, trying to prevent people from losing money in GME. But I think I have a little bit of different perspective on that. Perhaps he's working for wherever, I don't know, short hedge fund or something, right? He's trying to prevent loss for his company, right? If you catch my drift there. But just my opinion here. Investor Place article by Eddie Payne say GME coin is in no way affiliated with GME stock. In the end, he tagged the coin as GME and say it shouldn't be considered a serious investment and has no value at 4 cents. Okay. Eddie Payne, Investor Place. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's their I guess that's just them covering. But the fact that they're just covering the story, the coins, as if it's like to, again, like they want to push that coin onto the public, right? At the same time, they have to cover themselves, like, hey, we're not saying that this coin is affiliated with GME whatsoever, but the fact that it's, associated with memes and it's just ridiculous, that there's no value and all that stuff, it's to kind of dampen the real, company here that has, the fundamental to back it up. So, but yeah, I mean, if you look at the AMC here today, let's compare the volume real quick. So that's 19.8 million shares right there. 19.8 million share being traded back and forth there. Wow, GameStop, I bet you anything, it's probably less than like 2 million. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's 4 million. I was wrong. Sorry, you guys. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so 4.3 million shares being traded today. A little bit more than I'm used to, which is, like 1%, 1.2% or something of the whole float here. And then if you look at the chart exchange for GameStop, right here, they went up to their old trick again. 74% is being short reported, short volume reported, and then 40%. Okay, like 47% of that is off exchange, and then a portion of that is off exchange exempt. So all of these are legal, but look at the short reported interest right here, or short volume reported. To millions. Remember AMC Bigham? It's like, oh look, AMC is being shorted millions and millions and millions of shares every day. How about GameStop? So again, they had to. It's like they had to do this before earnings, perhaps, right? To try to trick more people into thinking that it's a shitco, right? It's a shitty company. So pay attention to the price. Don't worry about the fundamental. It's shitty company for you to be owning. All of that. Hold on, let me see, what else do I have? I feel like I have something else to show you guys today. Oh, right here. So as you see today, like 8%, we all know that. It seems like the shorted shares over here hasn't changed a bit, so not quite sure what that is. But yeah, so there's different data out there. So this one says 1.3 million shares being shorted, and then the other one was 2 point something, right? 2.1. So I don't know what's the discrepancy there, but I think it's this amount right here went off exchange. I bet that's the one, right? It's the closest one there. So off exchange right here, off exchange shorted volume. So I think that's what it was right there. Maybe adding this. Somebody's texting me. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think about that one, but the fact that it's up, 74% again. It's like, of course, the only one stock that happened to. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, not much there. I mean, I'm just here kind of the extension of what just want to address Morontz here too, so it's so comical, but yeah, I mean, we all know what this company is, but just for newcomers out there, I implore you to look at the balance sheets, because it's much more important than the price point here at this point in time. So just off chance somebody wandering around and find my channel by miracle, just look at the balance sheets. We're gearing up to be profitable next quarter. I don't know if we're gonna beat expectation. It seems like the expectation is kind of overinflated, so that perhaps we couldn't beat it. And so they could be negative again about how we're going to close down store, we're going to close down the, fulfillment centers and all that stuff, whatever negative angle that they are going to run in order to drop the price down again. But just know, at some point, it's going to be undeniable, right? How many quarters in a row can they beat and not seeing any price action at all? So, let's see. Yeah, I've talked about this before, so it's again preaching to the choir here again. Right back to your. Okay. Yeah, so we have cash flow positive, been cash flow positive for 4 quarters in a row there, and those cash flow positive kind of translate into the gross profit over here, right? So that's a difference of $124 million right there in the plus, while the top line revenue fall off, right? So to speak, decline, diminishing, and all that stuff. So those terms that is being used, struggling to make it work in this world. But just so you know too, like those 500 stores that's being closed in the fulfillment center is going to affect the bottom line. So perhaps it's remained to be seen. Maybe we beat the expectation, even the overinflated one, right? So that would be fun to see. March 19, you guys, March 19. So yeah, what else should I talk about? Like, I feel like I'm preaching to the choir here again. So not much there, you guys. I mean, you could talk about a little bit more on SoFi. So my price target over here is still hasn't hit yet. So $5.50. That's a pretty good price for me to start accumulating again. Yeah, not to say that it's gonna come down there, but I'm not gonna buy. I have no position currently, but I'm waiting for it to be on this price here. If you are interested in SoFi, of course, AMC, it's a falling knife at the moment. I think it's too. I feel like they're front running the earnings. They don't think there's any hope for this company to even survive. I don't know. Remember Wedbush was saying it's $19. The bow tie nation guys, and that's kind of curious to me too. It's like, why aren't these people, SpongeBob or whatever their name are, going to all of these channels that promote AMC, right? Like, how about Bigum's channel? Like, have you seen any of the comments down there? But for some reason, they want to warn you against GME, right? Actively, kind of like trying to get you to sell GME, so to speak, or at least to think that GME is a shit company. It's comical to me, right? Very comical. But yeah. So okay, I guess that's all I have. Since there's no opposition here. It's a bit kind of slow. There's no slow business over here. Alright guys, so stay vigilant, stay educated, and stay up and watch Morontz one more time. Alright guys, that's all I have. I'm kind of like not feeling too good right now. Alright, let's go. I'll be back tomorrow, maybe around the same time. Hopefully I have better topic to talk about. But yeah. Alright. See you when I see you.